was raised in a very dysfunctional family. There was just a lot of yelling in our family and no hitting, just a lot of yelling, and I hated that. I would always go to my room and cover my head with the covers and pretend we were a normal family. I watched an extreme makeover video. They went and did a house, and then they did some kids' bedrooms. And I thought, boy, that is right up my alley. I love children, I love color, I love to make things look like presents. And I love to shop, as Wayne knows. I love to find bargains. And so I thought, boy, I bet there's kids in the world that need that safety of new bedding to cuddle up in and to feel safe. I guess I've always thought God would want us to do something that would impact the world, and I just thought we could do this. We could actually touch children's lives and make their lives a little bit easier. Do a gifting where there's 30 kids at a gifting, and I never want to make these kids feel like they need anything. I want them to feel like they just won the golden ticket and they're absolutely special.
One of the little girls that I remember gifting a new bedding, and we looked over and saw her crying, and we were very concerned about why she might be crying. We talked to the volunteer and asked the volunteer, oh, why was she crying? Is she upset? And they said, no, she was happy. She said this was the happiest day of her life.
What did you get? Is it an old liquidity? Yeah!
See this book? It's got your name on it because this book is about you and the story of how you got this bed. It says, you are awesome.
We have probably the best volunteers in the whole world. They help the children pick out the bedding.
What do you think about this one? What's this one?
They read the story with them.
What makes you special?
And the little story is about them being so awesome. As a volunteer, you're touched every day by something that these precious children do. We can be very, very tired, and all it takes is one child to just smile at us, and it's all worth it.
What we look for in a volunteer is just to have a heart for children. If they have the heart for children and the love for them, why, they make great volunteers.
We're almost at 9,000 children now that we've gifted. When we first started Sweet Dream, I thought if we gifted 20 kids, I would be thrilled. Well, we're ecstatic. We never thought the number would be 9,000. I guess that number thrills me on one hand and makes me super sad on the other. I never thought there was that many children that needed bedding, that didn't have a safe place to sleep.
Daily we get calls from people that have heard about our public charity and say there's other kids in need. And so that's exciting to know that people have been generous enough to allow us to expand the charity.
What we know for sure, people want to do something to help in the world, but they want to make sure it's going to something that is going to have an end result. And I think people can see the end result with Sweet Dream. They can see that it just impacted a child. It just made a difference. Think about how many nights those kids are going to sleep in that bedding. I don't know where it's going. I don't think we know where it's going.
2 years ago, we were more or less a Denver metro area charity, and right now since then we've all the way from Alamosa, the southern border of Colorado, to the northern border in Fort Collins along the Front Range of Colorado, and we look in the future to go to the western slope.
Sweet Dream would be impossible, absolutely impossible, without wonderful volunteers and generous people. We had a vision, and many people thought we were crazy and that it would never work. But when you see what something so simple as bedding does for a child's whole demeanor, you're just hooked. But we could not do it without all the volunteers and all the donors.